let's do this one first. Let's do thin privilege first because I think the other ones, I don't know, man. I don't know.
What's in the box?
All right, here we go. Thin privilege basics.
Let's talk about what thin privilege actually is. So thin privilege is actually freedom from discrimination in an anti-fat society. But let's talk.
It's not an anti-fat society. Being a fat human is just not healthy. I don't think people have thin privilege. I think if you take care of yourself, you don't have to worry about any of this stuff. So if you don't want to take care of yourself, then you're going to have problems you have to deal with. Shocker. Shocker. If your car doesn't have a tire, it's not going to drive well. You have problems. Probably fix the tire. Okay.
About some of the basics of thin privilege. So you can go anywhere and sit in any booth, in any restaurant, in any chair, and not have to worry about whether or not you can fit.
All right, I'm going to keep on stopping this because I'm going to tell you, if you can't fit in a booth, you have serious fucking problems that you need to address. One, why the fuck are you there? Okay? Pay attention. If you are sitting in, if you can't fit into a booth, you shouldn't be eating whatever it is that has a booth. Okay? You shouldn't be at the diner. You shouldn't be at the fast food place. You shouldn't be eating, period. Okay? Hardcore fasting. And also, I don't go out to eat pretty much ever. But when I sit at a booth, it's not comfortable for me. Why, Papa Swole? Is because you're so fucking yoked you can't fit into a booth? No, the booths are made for the booths are made for people that are so fucking fat. If I sit back against the booth, the table is like 3 feet away from me. Oh yeah. So don't tell me that booths aren't made for fat people. Booths are exactly. That's exactly what it's made for. It's made for fat people. It's made for fat people that take up an indeterminate amount of human space. So it's like, let's just not even put sides on this thing. Fuck it. Let's just give a bench. Let's just put a flat space. If I sit into a booth, the table's so far away. Why? Because of people's fat guts. Here we go.
Your clothing is readily available and it's the standard size. So you don't have to special order online. If you run out of clothes, you can go in any store and you can find your size.
Oh my God. And you can find clothes that fit humans when you go into a human clothing store? Wow.
And as mentioned before, you can eat in public without being stared at, whispered about, and or commented on.
Okay, well, let me give you a news flash. If I go out to eat, people are going to whisper and point and talk about me. Why? Because I'm muscular, because I have a beard, because, I don't know, everyone my entire life has always thought I was like a wrestler, a football player. People have always thought I was someone because I stand out. I have a look that isn't as common. And now that I'm on social media, people recognize me in a fucking Target. So, yeah, oh my God, people talking stare. Yeah, well, Papa Swole, they're pointing at you or talking about you from different reasons. I have no idea what they're talking about. If they talk about me, I have no idea. It's none of my fucking business. That's their words. It's their thoughts. Let them talk. Let them think. If it bothers you so much that people are pointing at you and talking at you, don't eat out. You should probably be cooking at home anyway. So these problems are all solved. You're creating problems and then blaming everyone else. No, you're creating problems.
You can't really talk about thin privilege without talking about fat phobia. Studies show that those that are considered obese are discriminated against in the job market, bullied,
We've talked about
and
this
receive
before.
a less quality of medical care. In movies and TV, they are often stereotyped as negative, rude, aggressive, unpopular, and sometimes unsanitary.
Or funny or, how come there are no evil people that are thin? Adolf Hitler was morbidly obese, wasn't he? You mean fictional character? Okay. Who cares?
Being fat is seen as irresponsible or dysfunctional.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep pausing you. Yes, it is. It's seen as. It's not. Being a glutton, over-consuming, not taking care of your health is not irresponsible. Like, you're just making my point.
And something that is a cause of your own behaviors. Not
Tell us what she's won, Bob. Dun, 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 dun. Yay! Congratulations! Congratulations! You got a brand new car! That was supposed to start the video. Anyway, more air horn.
Something that is a biological or genetic thing.
It's not.
Therefore, society treats you as such and looks down on you, talks down to you, and acts like you can do something about it. So
society is really not doing that. The person is doing it to themselves and projecting their own self-hatred into everyone else's heads. You know, they're pointing at me. They must be talking about how fat I am. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Or they're talking like this. Oh, they're talking about how swole. Maybe. You don't know what they're saying. Oh, they're pointing and they're talking. Oh my God, look at the fat person. Well, guess what? You're fat. So either do something about it or don't go and eat in. Why are you stuffing your face in public anyway? I will be honest, watching a morbidly obese person stuff their face in public is nauseating. And it should be. You know why? Because that's how they got there. It's like watching a drug addict on the street. I guess you could just go outside in DC or San Francisco or Philadelphia and just watch people do drugs. It's watching a drug addict shoot up. It's watching someone half naked, like swaying on the side of the road, injecting. It's the same type of nauseating. Same thing.
If you feel like thin privilege is not a thing, it's probably because you have thin privilege. Because if you've never been discriminated against, you probably don't know what that feels like.
Someone tell me how this person has been discriminated against. Can anyone make a guess? Anyone? Anyone? How have you been discriminated? She's filming this inside like the country club lobby. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? It's always the people that are the most privileged or whatever you want to say. That, oh, how would you know? Such got fucking allies over here. Ally as fuck. Ally as fuck.
And yes, some people don't feel it, but I feel it, which is why I talked about it. Hope this helps.
But I feel it.
The eyes, Chico. They never lie.
What? All right, let's move right along. We don't have to spend time on it. It's these videos explain themselves, so we're not gonna we're not gonna spend more time than just let them talk. Let them talk and be like, wow, I didn't realize how stupid people were. And let's move on.